I am gonna make a video about Little Red Riding Hood. And you know why? Because I want to. It's my channel. God.
Just again, it's so cold and glazing. You remind me, it made me love it and begin again. It made me love it and begin again. You made me love it and begin again.
Hello, sinners. My name is Alice Sin, and welcome to Alice's Shelf. Okay, today is a special day. I know that we're not supposed to have a video today, but at the end of this week, we will be talking a little about The Company of Wolves by Angela Carter. And in order for you to understand that, you need to know some things about Little Red Riding Hood. Little Red Riding Hood starts in the 17th century, and the story changes with time. The 17th century, prior to the Brothers Grimm, we had the same story as you know, except that when Little Red Riding Hood got to her grandma's house, the big bad wolf was waiting for her, and they would eat the flesh and drink the blood of the grandma together. 17th century, yay, how cute. Let's teach the children to be cannibals. And then with the Brothers Grimm, it becomes a little less dark because the big bad wolf only kills the both of them. So he eats the both of them. And then Disney made us the favor of adding the huntsman, yay, to save the woman. By that, I mean we have to talk about the symbols in Little Red Riding Hood. Little Red Riding Hood is a story about sex. The red shawl is a symbol for her virginity, for her hymen. And it's entirely based on sex and gender differences. We have three women, the mother, Little Red Riding Hood, and the grandma. And the grandma, as she's old, she's a symbol for the virtues, like the conservative side of things, those things we've been trying to kill since the 60s. And then we have the male figure represented by Big Bad Wolf. And he's a werewolf, let's remember that, because when he approaches Red Riding Hood, he's a man, and then he turns into a wolf. Wow, okay. If you want to, I can make a video talking about the history of werewolves. We'll talk about the Wolfman and movies. We can do that. That sounds like fun. Let's do it. Okay. So the Big Bad Wolf. And then what's the idea? Mother says, follow this path. Do not go wandering through the forest. Do not get distracted. Do not have fun. Follow what is prescripted. This is the path. This is how you shall go. So we have the symbol of a woman telling a younger female character how she's supposed to behave. And then our female character, blessed with a red shawl made by the grandma, she runs into this big bad wolf, and she gets distracted by the forest, and he says like, oh, you should take this path, it's gonna get to your grandma's house quicker. She's like, oh, sure. So they place the bat, and then he kills, something like that, he kills the grandma. So the thing is, the woman made a different decision. Like, she was supposed to do something, and then she did something else. And because of that, we have the conservative virtues killed, and we have this woman helping to destroy those virtues. When we get to the Brothers Grimm's version, we have the big bad wolf killing the both of them. So not only does Red Riding Hood's choice of not following the path kill her grandma, it also kills her. So little girls make poor decisions, and that causes harm to the people they love, to themselves, and it destroys the system. And then Disney does the favor of adding the huntsman. So we have a little girl who makes a poor decision, kills herself, kills her grandma, but then we have a man! Yay! We have a man to come save the girl. And so he goes and kills the big bad wolf because men will always save women who are always making bad decisions. Oh, so that's the real meaning behind Red Riding Hood. And the wolf eating her with the red shawl and ripping her from it is that metaphor of the loss of her virginity. So what we're gonna do in a couple months, we are going to talk about 3 short stories Angela Carter wrote called The Werewolf, The Company of Wolves, and the Wolf Alice, in which she subverts it. And she gives the Red Riding Hood power, so much power that she chooses to have sex with Big Bad Wolf. And I really wanted to introduce this because at the end of this week, we'll be talking about the radio play, The Company of Wolves. And I really, really need you to know that this is the real meaning behind Little Red Riding Hood so that you can understand how she is subverted in the play. You see, little girls, don't make decisions. Otherwise, men have to save you. You know what? I don't give a shit about them because you know what? Life is a sin.